3-1 your final here at Copps Coliseum. The Utica Comets over the Hamilton Bulldogs. Lower Barney with Derek Wills. Derek, I'm not sure where we start with this one. On paper, the Bulldogs look like they should have had this one, but it certainly wasn't a case on the ice.
Well, I think we start with the start, and Stephan Lebeau told me that one of his three keys to tonight's contest was a fast start for the Hamilton Bulldogs. This was their only game of the week. They had plenty of time to prepare for it, plenty of time to rest up following a 3-3 weekend last weekend. And the Hamilton Bulldogs just didn't show up ready to play against a Utica Comets club that had lost 6 straight games and 8 of 9. Got blown out 8-3 on home ice last night and had to travel 5 hours to get here for this game. So no excuses for the Hamilton Bulldogs tonight. They tend to play down to their competition. We saw it in a couple of games against the Rochester Americans, who were missing 10 regulars last weekend. Hamilton Bulldogs won one game by a goal, lost the other game by 2 goals. I think we saw it again against the Utica Comets team tonight that's last overall and that was missing 3 of their top 6 scorers.
Do you think that not having Nattinen or Beaulieu in the lineup had a lot to do with this tonight?
I think losing Beaulieu certainly hurt the Hamilton Bulldogs. Jonas Nattinen plays on the 4th line, which has been really good. And it's not a normal 4th line, because normally a team will give their 4th line limited minutes. The Hamilton Bulldogs have so much balance up front that their 4th line gets pretty much as much ice time as their first 3 lines do. So I think they missed Nattinen to a lesser extent than Beaulieu. Nattinen was replaced by Jordan Owens, who worked pretty hard, just as Jonas Nattinen does usually. But Nathan Beaulieu is a guy who the Hamilton Bulldogs really can't replace. There's nobody else on the roster that can do the types of things that he does. But like I said, the Utica Comets were without 3 of their top 6 scorers. They've got a bunch of other guys who are up with the Vancouver Canucks. So the Hamilton Bulldogs, being without 2 regulars, really didn't have a valid excuse for the way they played tonight.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you a question that you really, truly can't answer. It's just the way this game goes. These teams have met 4 times this season, 2-2 after tonight. Bulldogs have managed to beat Utica in their own barn, but can't seem to do it here. Well,
the Hamilton Bulldogs have been a better team on the road than they have been at home so far this season, and there's really no way to explain that. I mean, the Hamilton Bulldogs get pretty good fan support here at Copps Coliseum, and quite often when they get a big crowd here, they don't play their best games, but they usually play well in front of big crowds or small crowds outside of this building. So I think it's important to be able to win on the road. The Hamilton Bulldogs have shown that they can do that this season, but they have to be better at home. I think they let some opportunities slip away early in the season. They've played more home games than any team in the American Hockey League to this point in time, and they picked up some points, but not enough points in my opinion. Luckily, they bailed themselves out by playing some really good hockey on the road, and that's why they are where they are in the standings, in 2nd place in the North Division and in a playoff spot in the Western Conference. But the Dogs have to get better on home ice, and I believe they will.
All right, Derek, thank you very much for your thoughts as always, and we're going to see what our coaches had to say.
Well, the disappointed performance for us, and the result obviously disappointing. We were hoping to take advantage of a home game and the only game of the weekend. But we came out flat in the first period, and after that we played catch-up hockey, and we certainly made too many mistakes with the puck. And at the end, well, I don't like to say it, but we didn't deserve any better. You never know, special teams can always make a difference. Tonight, power play went 0 for 5, and we had a few chances the first couple of power plays, but after that we were not able to bring the puck to the net and create scoring chances. So at the end it could have been the turning point of the game. But then again, overall for 60 minutes, lately we've been playing some really good hockey, but tonight for whatever reason it looks like our tank was empty, or we didn't want to pay the price. So we have to regroup. The standing is very close, and next weekend it's going to be 3 huge games. So we're going to take a day off tomorrow, and then we're going to be back on Monday on the ice to make sure that we're ready for next weekend.